England's odd couple will be reunited this week if, as expected, the fit-again Jonny May is involved against Australia on Saturday. The wing and his new Leicester teammate George Ford have developed an excellent understanding on the pitch but, according to the latter, it will be some time before the high-maintenance May is invited to stay at his house again. To assist May following his summer arrival from Gloucester, Ford offered him temporary lodgings only to discover the pair were less than compatible domestically. "He's such a nice guy, but I had to kick him out after 3 weeks," said Ford. "We couldn't do any more, otherwise our friendship would have deteriorated. He used to come home, go straight into the lounge, get the TV remote and lie on the sofa as if it was his. That would annoy me straight away. He'd just treat it like it was his house, which I don't mind because he's a mate, but sometimes he would just take it a step too far." It did not help when, on a subsequent visit, May spilt takeaway sauce over Ford's girlfriend's new light blue suede rug and then revealed in an interview his tidy-minded host had probably 3 or 4 different types of Hoover and has them on all the time. Ford is now over his rug horror. "He bought me a new one, to be fair, but does not yet regard May as a reformed character. I think it took the lads at Leicester a while to work him out because he can come across as quite strange at first. Now they have a good understanding of him because half the time he's playing up rather than being normal. Everyone likes to spend time with Jonny, but little and often is best. If you spend all day with him at training, you just want to relax and chill out when you come home, but he's just non-stop. He's very good at manipulating situations and knowing how to wind people up." According to Ford, however, May is not so hot on his East Midlands geography. "For the first couple of weeks he didn't know his way round, so I picked him up and took him to training. One day he had to find his own way there, so he typed Welford Road into his sat-nav. He thought it was just a stadium, little did he know it's 12 miles long. He ended up on the other side of Leicester, late for the team run and the meeting. He then announced, 'That's the last time I drive to training on my own, so I have to pick him up every time now.' At least the 27-year-old knows the best way to the try line, having scored 10 tries in his first 9 games for Leicester. A tweaked hamstring ruled him out of contention for the Argentina game, but Eddie Jones has indicated he is under strong consideration for the matchday squad against Australia and confidence is not an issue. He told me last week he broke another record in terms of his speed," said Ford. "That's one thing he's good at, telling everyone he's breaking records. I don't think he knows what he's doing half the time, but he's an athlete and knows where the try line is. You can't take too much of that away from him because it makes him the player he is. It's not by chance he's been scoring tries nearly every week. He's in the right place at the right time and he works incredibly hard on being professional and getting quicker." Finally, there is one area in which he and the 24-year-old Ford, I like to think him Jonny's counsellor and carer, appear to share something vaguely in common. The England coach rates his fly-half's sharp tactical brain so highly he entrusted him with the captaincy last Saturday after Dylan Hartley was substituted and has so far resisted any temptation to install Owen Farrell at 10 instead. Ford was certainly a central figure in Farrell's absence in Argentina in the summer and, while remaining a rugby nut, has also started to appreciate the value of switching off away from rugby. "On the field you've got to be quite demanding of others and lead in different ways. I've got to make sure that when I go home after training, I try to switch off from rugby more and chill out, be a bit more relaxed. This week, though, is primarily about the day job, with England in need of an improved display against the Wallabies. We're not going to reinvent the wheel, we just need to be better at what we do. When we do have the ball this weekend, we'll certainly be looking to look after it a bit better." He makes it sound less daunting than looking after May on a daily basis.